Happy Sunday morning today. It's a very colourful show because we're hanging with a pop superstar, a phenomenon out of the UK. It's Mika, and we're talking about the new album, or the debut album, Life in Cartoon Motion. And
pop superstar.
Well, you are, really. I mean, would you say you're a bit of a superstar these days?
A bit of a pop-tart.
A pop-tart?
Yeah.
In like an edible way, or in a...
Yeah, have you heard those have been banned?
Have they?
I think they've been banned, yeah, because kids were burning their tongues on them.
Really?
Yeah, they were heating up the Pop-Tarts. And
they actually are pretty hot, now that I think about it. That's amazing that they have that kind of care for kids these days, isn't it? Now, we're sitting here in the wardrobe room at Channel 10, and it's mainly girl stuff, I'm sorry. I tried to arrange some colourful bloke stuff, but did you think our newsreaders would look good wearing this kind of thing?
Is this newsreader clothes?
Some of it definitely is.
I do wonder where people get the clothes from sometimes on TV shows. Like, I did Jay Leno in the States.
Yeah.
And he has stacks and stacks of suits, and they were really fussing over what he was going to wear. He looks absolutely identical to me every single night. I don't know what the big deal is.
Yeah, it's a bit like Richie Benaud in Australia, the off-white, the ivory. Was that your favourite so far?
It's quite nice, isn't it?
What do you do with that, around the shoulders? Thanks very much for my bling, by the way.
Yeah, oh, you're welcome.
You are an accessories bandit.
Yeah. It's only because I buy all this stuff and then I have to walk through customs, so I put it on so I don't have to play duty.
Oh, okay. Is that?
Yeah. I learned that from a friend of mine.
There's so many things you can learn on this show, isn't there? All right. Now, I saw recently that you played a big festival in the UK, and you hurt yourself. Bit of an ankle injury. Was that right?
Oh yeah.
BBC Radio 1.
Well, actually, it's a recurring injury. It's just here on my leg, and
right.
every time every time I jump around on stage, I don't know what it is. I've been to physios, they don't know what it is. It just kind of hurt all the muscles here. They just kind of go into spasm.
Right.
I think it's just months of touring without stopping. I've been touring now for about 9 months around the world, and I haven't really stopped. So I think it just takes its toll on your muscles.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
It's quite pathetic because everyone's sitting around drinking beers, and I just, after a gig, I'm sitting around with the paramedics getting bandaged up, and
you can still do that and drink beer.
Well, not
Put the foot out. Now we're going to check out the first big single, Grace Kelly, and I just love that this was originally written as a big sort of up yours to record company in particular.
It was written as a big screw you to the music industry. Ironically, of course, it ended up being the first single, but I never wrote it as anything. I never wrote it as a song to even go on an album. I just wrote it as a personal message to the people I was working with, saying, well, you want me to be a certain way, but I'm going to be myself and get lost. Ironically, it kind of helped me out in my career.
It certainly did. Big #1 smash. Well, let's have a look at it, and we're going to be talking to pop superstar, Pop-Tart Mika. Welcome back to Video Hits on your Sunday morning. Hanging with Mika all show today.
Sunday morning, morning's calling.
Is that one of yours?
No. Who
Whose is
sings
that?
that? It's called. I think it's a Maroon 5 song.
Oh, you're right, actually.
From the first album. It's actually quite good. It's very I don't know what it reminds me of. Sunday morning, rain is falling. It's very sweet.
Actually, there's a good Chaos song called Sunday Morning. It's my favourite day of the week. Is it your favourite day?
When I'm awake. Yeah.
Fair enough.
When I enjoy it.
Now, one thing that I find fascinating about you is that there's so much that's happened in your life. It's really quite extraordinary when you start reading into it. I mean, when you sort of go at the beginning, war-torn Lebanon, and then Paris, and then your father was held hostage for 6 months in a Kuwaiti embassy, the US embassy. Then the UK, and you had problems in school and that kind of thing. I mean, it's extraordinary that you come out the other end and written such a, been so colourful and such a vibrant, album. I mean, is it like, what's that testament to?
I don't know, maybe it's if you're spoiled and you have idyllic, picture book, complacent life, maybe that's when you write angry, self-indulgent records. I don't know. I don't think I make particularly happy music. I make quite euphoric sounding music that just sounds really big. I write about quite negative and sad things, but I just do it in my own way, which is quite tongue-in-cheek, euphoric, and deceptively happy. So it actually makes people feel happy, even if the lyrics that I'm talking about are actually quite angry. Case in point, Grace Kelly. So I guess I just do my own thing. More than anything, I think I've developed this way of writing pop songs, which is based just on the way that I think pop songs should be written. But it's mostly because I wasn't fostered by any scene, and so I wasn't really born out of any sound. I had to develop my own ideas. Being rejected from all the different scenes, as well as the commercial music scene and the record companies, has just made me, come up with my own way of writing songs.
Do you remember the first song you ever wrote?
Yeah, I did. With the first fully formed song I ever wrote, they're trying to convince me to put it on as a B-side for another single in the UK for Big Girl. It was called Instant Martyr, and it was about all the women in my family. I come from quite a matriarchal family. My mother's the boss. I come from a family of 5 kids. I'm the middle child, 3 sisters, so all of them are also my mothers. And then all my aunties on my mother's side are like my mothers too.
Right.
So I have about 7 mothers. And I wrote this song called Instant Martyr about all the women in the family.
It's amazing that you're able to stay out later than 7 p.m. with that many mothers. Now, one thing I wanted to check out was someone who's also half Lebanese. I don't know if you know that, Shakira.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, and that's pretty extraordinary that the Latin side and the Lebanese side means that she can do stuff to her hips that no other woman can.
Yeah.
Isn't that extraordinary? Well, she clearly doesn't have as big a grasp on the English language, though, with so you don't confuse my breast with mountains.
Yeah, what a lyric.
It's bizarre, isn't it?
But it's just also because I never knew what the lyrics were until I actually read them. And then I was like, well, breast, mountains? How does it go, actually, in the song?
It's my breasts are small and humble, so you don't confuse them with mountains.
Yeah.
Do you want to check out Whenever Wherever that song, or do you want to have a look at the new one with Beyonce?
Let's see the new one. The new one's kind of disco-y, isn't it? It's kind of dancey. I like it.
Certainly is. 2 beautiful
Is it a hit
gyrating
here?
women. Oh yeah.
Okay, good. Because there's a huge hit in the UK too.
Definitely a hit. Well, beautiful live.
Apart from the really irritating bit at the beginning, which was Beyonce, Beyonce, Shakira, Shakira, Beyonce.
Do you going to do any of that, Mika, at the start of any of your songs?
Mika, it's the remix, rewind.
Beautiful live.
Flash the ting. Flash the ting.
Ali G.